just built this n8n workflow to simply automate the whole internal complaints within the company. So before going to the execution part, let me just explain every single node in this workflow. So, the main part and the main system logic for this whole automation system was in part 1. So technically, the whole workflow will get triggered whenever a JotForm was submitted, especially the JotForm with these two, you know, fields. And so whenever the user simply submits the complaint in the JotForm, the workflow will get triggered, and in that case it will simply grabs the user submitted details here in the form, and it will move forward to the AI agent. So AI agents, use case here is so cool. So first of all, the AI agent will simply understands the context of the issue that was faced by the internal employee. So technically, the AI agent will simply categorize the issue. I mean, whatever the issue that was submitted. So let's just say here are the the allotment logic of the issue based on the category. Okay, so the after the AI agent declares the category, and based on the context that the user provided, it will simply checks with this particular you know Google sheet, and understand to whom this particular issue should get avoided. So after that, we do have another Google sheet where the resolver details will be there. So here we will simply understand to whom this particular issue should be get allotted, and and all, and this particular Google sheet will have the resolver details, particularly emails and all. So after deciding to whom this particular issue should be allotted, it will grabs the resolver details from this particular Google sheet tool, and after that it will generate a structured output like this. Just a second. It will generate a structured output like this, email and case awarded to status of that particular issue. And as we are sending an email here, so we had to a second so we had to you know save the email subject and email body too, so just for the logs. So we should be knowing the log, right? So knowing what the AI has been generated and what was sent to the client. So for that reason, we do need to save these things. So we will create a we will simply save that particular complaint to our issue logs Google log. So see, here are the columns and all. So that's how this just a second. After saving that particular complaint over in the Google sheet issue logs, we will be moving forward to you know sending an email to uh, the allotment, at least the resolver email address. So as we all knew, right? So whatever we declare here, so based on the dynamic logic we do have built, the AI will automatically allots to one person out of it, and we will send to that exact email. So I'm just using some test email over here, so nothing to worry. So this is how the things work. And when it's come to the part 2, so it is so simple. So technically, uh, if the issue was not even reported, and here, just a second. So there is a time where whenever the user was submitted that particular issue. So if that particular issue was more than 3 days, and still that particular issue was being marked as pending. So the AI agent, I mean, so sorry, so technically this particular part 2 workflow will simply ask for a follow up, technically, uh, why the issue was not being solved, so what was the status, and it will send a daily thing. So that's it. Nothing fancy for the part 2 of this particular automation system. So let's leave the part 2 just like this. So let's see things in action for part 1. So I'm just gonna you know submit the jot form and just wait for it. Let's just wait for some time. Sometimes it will take some time, so let's not worry about it. See, the AI agent clearly used all the below, tools over here. So firstly, the AI agent will simply understands the user problem and the user reported issue, and based on the context of that particular issue, and it will simply categorizes the issue, and it will simply decides to whom this particular issue should be allotted based on our particular issue resolver allotment logic. And after that, after choosing one particular resolver, so AI agent will grabs that particular person's details over here. So after that, it will simply save the Google Sheets, save the particular complaint login Google Sheet. So after that, it will simply you know sends an email to that particular resolver. So that's it, guys. That's it for today. And obviously I simply check it for my email. So the AI simply, I mean, this particular node simply send me an email. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Bye for now.